Now I want to take a look back at the year in review and see how we did in 2018. So we'll begin with some basic stats here. On this channel, I uploaded 203 videos. That number, of course, is higher if you count in the extras channel and the snippets channel, but this is just for the main channel here, 203. Not too bad there. We had about 14.9 million views on all of the content on my channel this year, which is great. That's about a 7.2% increase in views over the prior year, where we got 13.9 million. It's about a million more than last year. That's pretty good, I think. And the big story here, though, is the watch time. We had over 1 million watch hours. How anyone can tolerate me for 1 million hours is beyond me, but people have apparently. And that was a pretty significant uptick from last year, where we had 864,000 watch hours. So 21.8% increase in the amount of time that people stay tuned to the channel, and I was very grateful to see that. This could also be the YouTube algorithm getting better at putting my content in front of people that are interested in what I'm talking about. Again, about 80% or so of my traffic comes from non-subscribers. So whatever the algorithm is doing is apparently working for me. So it's pretty neat to see how this stuff works out. So we'll see what next year looks like, but this was my most watched year ever insofar as viewer retention is concerned. And this is all YouTube cares about now. Views are important, but really the big story here is how long people watch for. And if you're able to retain people on the platform, you are rewarded with more watch time, and that is exactly what happened. And we added 45,611 new subscribers. It's a little bit more than last year, but I've found that over the course of this channel's development, the subscriber growth has been very steady from one year to the next, and that is continuing here. So a slight growth tick on subscribers, but mostly at about the same rate as the prior year, and that's totally fine with me. As long as we keep growing, I am happy with that. So let's take a look now at my top videos. I'm going to break this out into two sections. The first are the videos that were made in 2018. The top video by far was my Xbox versus NVIDIA Shield video. This was algorithm suggested to a lot of people, so that is why it was doing as well as it was. My Fire TV Stick 4K video also did very well. What I found with the Amazon products is that I got to get them in and reviewed very quickly so that it gets picked up on the search algorithm stuff, and that is exactly what happened here with the 4K Fire Stick. It's also a good product. It's better than the last round of Fire TV devices that Amazon came up with. Continuing with our TV box trend here, the Mebox S also did very well this year as I think the number 3 video of the year. Number 4 was the WiseCam Pan, which was something that is available again on Amazon for a very reasonable price. These are those really cheap security cameras. And the number 5 video was the 8BitDo USB wireless adapter. Clearly people are interested with potentially using their Sony PlayStation or Xbox One controllers with their Nintendo Switch, and that device allows you to do just that. Now these 5 videos were the top videos that I made in 2018, but my actual top 5 is a very different list because of how YouTube's algorithm works. So my number 1 video watched this year, as it's been just about every year prior, is my first HD home run video. This one continues to get a ton of traffic, and it was my most watched video by views of 2018, even though it was made over 5 years ago. In fact, everything in that video is largely obsolete with the exception of the HD Home Run Prime. But this video is a great way to introduce new viewers to the channel. So I'm always constantly changing the cards and the links and everything to direct people to the newest version of what I'm working on. And it looks like it's still going strong here 4 or 5 years later, which is great. I'm so glad that a little bit of effort made a number of years ago continues to pay back some dividends here. That's one of the things that I love about YouTube. Because it is an on-demand platform, I don't have to keep producing content 24 hours a day to keep the lights on here in the house. You can make content, make good content that people want to see, and do all the SEO properly, and it will live a very long time. Number 2 was a gaming laptop review from 2017, about 2 years ago. Acer makes these Aspire 5 laptops in a number of different SKUs, and people keep looking for inexpensive gaming laptops and are stumbling across this video. So that one was watched as the second most watched video of the year. The third most watched video was one that really surprised me. This is my video about Chromebooks and how they work. I did this back in 2015. It did okay when it first got up, and then it kind of fizzled out for a while, and this year it just came roaring back. And I think it's because there's a lot of consumer interest and now maybe more consumer demand in Chromebooks, and people are looking for information about how they work, and this video seems to still be very relevant for people, and this came up on the top 5 this year for the first time. And this is a good example of how a piece of content you made a number of years ago could still have value in unexpected ways, and this one certainly surprised me, and I was very glad to see that it's still out there. Number 4 is a video that's also done very well over a long period of time, which is a review that I did of a TP-Link power line adapter. I don't even know if they sell this one anymore, but this continues to get a ton of views, and I'm guessing it's just being suggested in the algorithm when people are looking at some other stuff. It's not one of my best pieces, but it seems to be filling a need for people, and that's why it continues to be found on the platform. So power line adapter there. And we also had a 2017 video make the list, which was my 4K TV box comparison. People do like comparison videos. The YouTube algorithm likes them quite a bit as well. And it looks like, for the most part, the videos that do the best here on the channel are the things involving cord cutting, TV boxes, and home theater, which is stuff that I like to do, but I also have other interests. But apparently, what everyone wants to see from me are those TV-based things. But don't worry, I'm going to continue to be a very diverse channel just because, for sanity's sake, I have to look at other stuff so I don't get too bored of one particular product category. But it was very informative to take a look back at the year and see what people are looking for from me. And this really is a way to help guide me in the future.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, the 4 Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.